Hello. So I'm looking at this sun and I'm thinking, I hope this isn't our sun because it looks square. It looks square. It looks like a cube. It has big beams of light coming from the corners of it. Hello there, Apple Brooks. Big beams of light coming from it. And this is actually, we're going to look at some footage that came from Dracula's castle. You know, that vampire, zombie-like Dracula figure. And the sun was coming down. And of course, we had some, things going back and forth in the sky at the same time. Yeah, but I thought, that's big beams of light. Big beams of light coming from all four corners of the sun. Now, there was a particular NASA product a while back, a couple years ago. I noticed it literally had, I'm not joking, it had a cube in each corner. And I thought, why does it look like it's got those cubes in each corner of it? Yeah, so we're going to look at this, you all, is what we're going to do, because I want to look at it. I want to look at the Dracula's castle and this cube and try to get these comments right here so I can see them. Because I like to pay attention to the comments also, you all. Hello there, Bang Bang Mucka Bang. Hello there, Apple Brooks. Hello, everyone. Hello there, King of Ahuka Mundo. Yes, we are on here, and we're gonna look at this. Yes, greetings, everybody. So you can see up here. Look at that. It's got the beams of light coming from it, and then so we have the normal sun that came out of Dracula's castle. It was right behind Dracula's castle in Romania, coming down out of that sky like that. And then I thought, I wonder what it looks like in the inverted mode. So I inverted it. And, we have this picture of this NASA product, the stereo ahead UV304, with all these cubes that literally, they act like a Rubik's Cube, like a Tetris, because they're always rearranging themselves. Don't ask me why that product has that. But that product, it's like a game or something, but I don't think it's a game. I'm thinking these cubes are continually rearranging and opening up and allowing ships to come in. But we're going to look at this. Dracula's castle is what we're going to look at. I'm going to bring this down to here. I'm going to bring you over here to Dracula's castle. Let's hope the buttons work. I hope the buttons work for us. Oh, because I had to put my stream key in again, you all. We're going to look at Dracula's castle right here, and it's in Romania. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. In Romania, you all. I sped this up. I want you all to just watch this. Well, I don't know if you want to watch it for 20 minutes doing this, but I could have made it go faster. There's just like so much spraying in the skies. I wonder if I can put myself on here too. I wonder if that reset that also. We can find out. We sure can. All I had to do is push that button and see if I show up on here. I did. I'm up there in that little corner. Can you see me up here? Hello. I'm up here in this corner, you all. That is where I'm at. I probably could put myself in the other corner. I don't want to go in the corner. I don't think I've ever been in the corner at school before. I got a spanking one time in the 8th grade. Okay, look down here. See this plane, these lines going across. I don't know if they're planes down here. Well, it just turned in. I guess it was the exhaust of one of those white planes in the sky. Look at that one going up across you. I see, that's what I was looking at, and you can see this the beams of light are coming down from the sky. Are you able to still hear me? I hope you are. I really do. Look, see how You all, I can't help but laugh when I see those airplanes flying across that sky so fast. It's funny because it's like every single day they got to fly across the sky right before the sun goes down. And it's making me laugh thinking about it. They can go across the sky. They're on a mission. They've got a big mission to do. They do. They got a mission on this earth too that they have to fulfill until their journey's end. It's so funny. That's right, you all. It is. I think it looks funny sped up when they go back and forth. There's another one. It's almost covered up by the other powder-like stuff in the sky, the little white stuff in the sky. Well, it's not little, it's big, but you all, this is pretty neat. We already edited 2 minutes and 22 seconds into this video. Well, I don't know what that was. I guess it was a bird, maybe. It could have been a vampire flying across the sky. Yeah, but we're going to watch this because I think it looks neat in the time lapse. We could have went faster. Did y'all want to go faster? Because this would be 20 minutes, and I don't really like to have this be too long of a video, you all, because I want to watch this cube sun come down in here. Well, I like to laugh. Look, here comes another one. right straight across. It was like dead center in between that. You know, I kind of wondered why they put that castle right there. I wonder if it had anything to do with the sun, how it would hit it at a certain time of day. I wonder if this castle's on a certain ley line. I really do. Yes, hello. Thank you all for joining in. This is great. One person said, Gina, the comment, it is so annoying for you to hear you say hello. Could you please stop saying hello? No, I can't. Look how fast that one's going. That one looked like a rocket piercing its way across that sky. Yes, it does. This is great. So it's coming down, and we're 3 minutes in here, you all. Let's watch it down. It has to get to a certain point, and then it takes, there comes another plane. Boom. Boom. Look at them, you all. They're going all over the place. They love it. They love to fly in the sky with the sun that comes down. That's right. Yeah, they say it. Yeah. So I just think, no, sorry. I helped him out, though, because he said it was so annoying to hear, so I helped him out so he wouldn't have to be annoyed by hearing me say hello anymore or see me. So, yeah, we can do that. See how this is really interesting. Why would it even have those 4 corners on it? It's just the, here comes another plane. Now, see, isn't that strange? Because the plane looked like it came down at an angle, because the sun's going down toward like an angle, you all. Yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, there's so many distractions going on in this world, but we ain't got time. You know what looks really neat? If you look over here, I don't know if you can see it. You can vaguely see it's like the rainbowy. It's kind of like a diamond shape, but then this looks like a square. It really does. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's watch that. We can see it. We're going to see it, you all. We're going to document these, the square sun that sometimes turns into a circle, but in the inverted mode, it looks square. And then you got the cubes that like to fly around the sun. It looked like it even got smaller. Did it get smaller? I think it did get smaller. Oh, look at that one. Boom. Flying right overhead. What are they looking for? You all, look how beautiful this looks over here. It looks really pretty right here. You know, it could also be like a diamond just turned on its side. But then no, it had to be really stretched out. But yeah, that does not look like our sun. I'm thinking our sun, there's something happened to our sun. Look at that airplane right there. It's going up and down. Yeah, so we can see it. I got to get myself out of the way because I don't want to be in the sun's way. We got to watch this sun. So I pushed the button to adjust the screen. I just noticed my head was on the sun. I am so sorry. I'm not going to be on the sun. I'm not. I want the sun to go down without me being there. It's like a big X. It's like now it's like an X marks the spot. That's what it looks like. X marks the spot. And look at those beams of light coming from it. I showed my husband. He said, that don't even look like the sun. Why has it got those big beams of light coming from it? I said, because I don't know. It just looks really interesting. That's what I say. Boom. It went down. I think some of these clouds are not clouds. Look at that airplane going down so fast, you all. What really, we have to ask ourselves, why do they need to continually fly back and forth in the western sky? Why the need to do that? That's what I'm wondering. Although I know the answer, I'm just saying it hypothetically. I'm just saying it just to say it. Why do they have to? Whoa! Boom! I think it looks so neat. It does look neat, you all. They're just flying across. Look at Dracula's castle. That's what it's known for in Romania. It's pretty neat. It is. Boom, look at that. Yeah. But you know what's really funny is there's not very many of these things that are dispersing. When they're flying in the sky, it's not dispersing. It's kind of doing something else. So that don't really kind of make much sense. It really don't. With their flying around like that. Oh, I thought that cloud was going to be another one coming. I really did, you all. Here we come. They're coming like this. Boom. There it goes. I think this is a UFO ship right here. This thing right here. It matches it perfect. A big long one because it's yeah, that's what it is. I want to call it a UFO ship because it's solid. Let's see if we can see some more flying across here because I think we can. They're not done. They fly across till the sun goes down. There they go. Boom! Aw, how cool is that, you all? That is so cool. But that one faded. Oh my, look at that, you all. They're racing across the sky. Looks like the one on top beat the one on the bottom. It sure did. They're having sky races. That's pretty interesting. Now that's what they're doing. They're racing around in the sky. They got their own Olympics going. They do. They got their own Olympics going here in the sky with all this stuff. This it really looks cool also in the inverted mode when these you know, that thing right there looks kind of strange right there. Which is probably a UFO. It really is. And I'm not just saying that. I really do think it probably was a UFO flying around in that sky. Come on, you all got to fly. Let's see if we can get you going. They're going to drag at you all. See if they're going to come through the sky. Okay. Well, Gina, honey, you messed it up. Yeah, I didn't mean to mess it up. I really didn't. Let me put this back to me. Because we got to speed this up. I wanted to show some of the we can do this, you all. We can. Wanted to show some of the other footage. Let me see if this is gonna. This will get you this. Oh yes, you all. We got this. We're gonna look at this. Okay, I really fast forward this super fast. They're gonna zip through here now. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's really good. So we got around 5 minutes left or something, I think. Maybe. We already got through there because I don't want to wait too long. I really don't. I want to watch that. I want to watch them go across really fast, if it will, because they were going a little bit too slow across that sky is what they were doing. Yeah. Let me do this. It doesn't want me to do it like this. It really doesn't. So they're not going to be going across the sky that much longer at all. They're not. So it's just like, yeah, so we got this square looking sun, and it does. It looks kind of square at a certain angle in the sky. It really does. And it shouldn't have those points. It shouldn't have the points coming from it like it does. Let me do that. I'm going to come over here. I want you to see it. Look at this in the inverted mode right here. So let's see if we can let's see if we can do this. So we can see these planes flying across too. They're just big old black streaks in the sky. Let's watch them going across. Just big black streaks. As this sun goes down, we can watch it go down. Just like this. There's some powerful light coming from that on those four corners. And it really does. It looks like four corners if you're just tuning in. This is the sun at Dracula's castle is what it is. Dracula's castle in Romania is coming down out of the sky. Yes. Yeah, let's look at this. Just keeps on going. Oh, my nose is itching. Somebody's probably talking about me. I don't know why they would. I don't. But that's all right. Boom. Keep on going down. It's right there. Ah, now see, that's a good square right there. Ooh, you see that square right there? See how perfect it is? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a perfect square right there in the sky. Yep. Boom. Just like that. You would live in that castle? Oh, I don't think I would live in that castle. The energy that would, if it has some energy associated with it from the Dracula, I don't think I'd want to do it. But you can live in there if you want. Yeah. That's right. I wouldn't want to, but that's okay. That's just me. It really is. Boom. Whoa, that is so cool. Seeing that airplane fly by in the inverted mode with that trail behind it. That was really cool. It really was. It left a big old black trail. And it just dissipated is what happened. Totally dissipated as it did that. Yeah. Yes, you can call it a sun simulator. There's a sun simulator up there, but is this that one? What if this is something else? It well certainly doesn't look like the sun that we've been told about. It really doesn't at all, because it shouldn't look like that, and your eyes shouldn't be blinded when you look up there and you can't see because of it. Look how the yeah, see, this one left a trail. Boom. It looked like something's inside of it too. We're going to look at that just a tad bit. Let the sun go down some more. I want to see those planes racing across that sky. That would be very nice to see if y'all just tuning in. Yeah. Ooh, there looks like there's something right there too. It was something red going down with that. It's vaguely seen it in the sky. It was very small. But it was there. It was there, you all. Something went down with the sun. Of course, we know there's something massive. Big. Look at there. They go across the bottom of the screen. Boom. It's like that Etch-a-Sketch, how you can make it go across the screen. It's what they kind of reminded me of, like that. Wonder why they made Etch-a-Sketch. That's really interesting. Why would they even make the Etch-a-Sketch? And if you're just sitting in, this is the inverted mode of the sun going down at Dracula's castle in Romania. Oh, wow. Look at them going across that sky super fast. Boom. There they go. Just like that. Just like that, you all. How we doing for time? I don't know how long I've been on here. I've really got to try to get my time. Whoa. Boom. There. Whoa. I know they're not guarding against enemy craft in the sky. I don't think they are. I shouldn't say I know. I should say I don't think they are. Hopefully they're not trying to keep enemy craft, unknown crafts, UFOs out of the sky. Ooh, look how them things look when they coming out these clouds. Whoa, there it comes. Boom. You go right ahead at an angle. Why is it going at an angle? There has to be a purpose why they go at an angle also. It really does. Across this sky right here. Oh my gosh, those clouds look wild in the inverted mode. They really do, you all. I'm not joking. When they manifest like that, they look really, really wild. Let me bring this back to me. I'm going to close this one out. I think we looked enough at that right there. We really did. I wanted to come over here to this product over here. If I can get over here to this right here, this NASA product right here. I want to show you these cubes right here on the stereo head, UV304. And you know, I tried to thinking, did they have the shape? You know, do they have the shape like the cubes that we see, the black cubes that show up by the sun? Do they have it? That's what I was wondering. But here's what we can do. Watch this, you all. I'm going to push the button. I don't like it to blink on you. I really don't like it to blink on you. But you can see it. It's, was that a UFO? Okay, see, look what they do. They continue. They allow little cubes to come in there, too. See, they're always continually rearranging themselves. Is what they do. If we can get over here, see, I found it so fascinating when I would look at this, thinking, you know, it's by design. They go up, they go down, they open up, they go down, they do it all. They're continually moving, and why would they even have a product like that? Is what I asked. Why would they even have a product like that in the shape of these cubes? And I'm sure that these are ships that are showing up down there. Kind of remind me of black and red race cars is what it kind of reminds me of. Let me put this back to me. I wanted to, let me just add a little bit more frames to this so we can see it, because I'm not sure how far it does. Let me just look at it, because it's like a cube. And then, you know, they talk about Saturn's cube, the cube of Saturn. Let me do this. Look at this. Can you see this? Saturn Death Cube 666 and subversive symbolism in the... Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I really didn't. The Saturn Death Cube. What would happen if you took a cube from the sun? See, there's a game about a cube from the sun. An ice cube is placed in the sun. Later, it's a puddle of water. Okay, so of course it is. Yeah, let's. I'm supposed to be back over here at this. Put this back to me, you. I don't want you all to see that blinking, because somebody said, yeah, they could have a seizure watching that thing blinking the way that it's blinking, a blankety blank. That's what they said, blankety blank. Yes, y'all. Let's look at this. This is today. Look at the movement. It is. Let me see if I can shrink it. See what it's doing? It's continuous movement. This is 20 frames. And you can see that things are going in and out and in and out. Why would NASA have a product like that? Did you ever ask yourself? I just saw a cube go inside there. I did. It came from over here, and then it went inside there. It went really fast. They opened up, and it went straight into there. Did you see it? We got to see this, because that's exactly what I think it did. It just went inside there. If I can catch it. I want to look. Whoa, look how far it stretches. See this right here? Look at this, you all. This is, when we seen that thing on the sun last night, it had some of the rigid things in it like that. And I'm not joking. It really did. It had some of the rigid things. Was it this one? It wasn't this one. Well, this one only had just like a slight bit. Just a slight bit. Do you see how long these are? Okay, these are pretty long too. And oftentimes at the sun, there's these jaggedy things that show up with these cubes. It really does. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's it's quite interesting. But I wanted to get to where that cube went inside that sun right there. I really did. I wanted to see it open up. I wanted it to open up. And, okay, it did. Let me see. Let me go backwards. Okay, watch. Okay, what'd they do? They came on the outside right here. These two cubes right here, they're on the outside. Something's got to come in there, I think. So let's look at this. So this is the shape of some of these cubes too, by the way. So let's move this to see what happens, because I think that something's going to go in there. They extended themselves way out is what they did. Where'd that one go? You see that one right there? This one right here disappeared, and this one closed up. You see? Look, it's shrinking down, it's shrinking up. Oh, there it is. You see it? It came in and went out. Do you see that? Right there. It came out of this and went out. It really did. It came there and it went out. See it? Came out of the sun is what it did. It came straight out. Boom. That thing opened up and let that cube come out. Is what it did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to go back. 10 frames. 10 frames. That's it. Let me go forward just once. And I'm going to go back 10 frames. That's it. It's continually going. It's going out. It came from inside the sun and it went out. I know this is fast. It really is. It's super fast, but that's what it did. They're all doing that. This sun is not... Okay, good. I'm on here thinking, Gina, are you on this thing again doing whatever? I want to see that cube come out. Ooh, look at that design. Is that not the strangest design, you all? Do you see that weird design? I've never seen that weird design on this product before. That is really strange looking. And each one of these things are totally different. Each one of these things have a totally different design in them. Totally different design, but yet are comprised of these cubes. Look like somebody's looking out right there. It does. It looks like it did. If you are, this. Look, here's a smaller cube right here. See, this is a baby cube. This is a baby cube, is what it is. A baby one, right like that, you all. It's a baby cube. Let me see that. What are they doing up here? I really wonder what are they doing, because I've always wondered about this particular product. I have always wondered about it, thinking, what are you all got going on? You see it? There it is right there. All right, we got it, you all. You watching it? Watch it with me. Look over here in the corner. I'm making it go out. I'm really willing to make it go out, you all. It's going to go out. It's right here. It's right there. It's that cube is literally coming from in here and breaking through. Watch it. Boom. And then there it's gone. So this is not just like graphics or anything. No, this is literally taking place. This is taking place, you all. This is... Are these cubes in the sun? Is the sun a cube? Why are these cubes all around? Is this... Maybe this is how they keep track of the cube. They put the sun on it and make people think it's the sun, but actually it's cubes and they're going in and out. What if this is a gigantic Borg disguised as the sun on this particular product? Are you watching what I'm doing right over here? You watching that go in and out right there? I'm talking about right there. It's going in and out. It's literally been doing that, going in and out. That is wild. It's so wild. And if you look down here at the bottom, there's two cubes that come out down here too. Watch this. I think we can see this one better too. Watch this. They're going to come out. See them? They're coming down, you all. Those cubes are coming down. They're coming down out of the sun, and that should not... No. The graphics, they don't... This is not just graphics. This is something more serious taking place, because they are coming down from there. And what are they doing? They're all over the sun. They're flying around in our skies. They really are flying around in our skies. Yeah, this is not normal. Let me put that back to me. I think I've spent enough time on that, you all, if you're just watching me. I'm going to come over here, see how long I've been on here. I've been on here for 29 minutes is how long I've been on here. Yeah, I think there's more to that sun than what meets the eye. I really, really do. And what is I was supposed to be over here looking at this. Kepler's third law. What's Kepler's third law right here? I don't know what that means. The above equation was formulated in 1619 by the German mathematician and astronomer Johannes Kepler to express the mathematical relationship of all celestial orbits. Basically, it states that the square of the time of one orbitable period is t2. It is equal to the cube of its average orbital radius. The cube. That's really interesting. Look, they had this game. The Sun Cube. I didn't want to get into that, you all, but they got a cube. So there had to be a reason they came out with the Rubik's Cube. There really did had to be a reason they come out with that Rubik's Cube. They didn't just come out with it just to do it. There's got to be more to it. So let me get this right here. The Rubik's snake. I don't like snake. I don't like the snake. You ever hear of this? The NRO inside our most secret spy agency? The Big Blue Cube, as it is sometimes called, is the place from which all U.S. military satellites are controlled. Have you heard of that, you all? The Big Blue Cube? I've never heard of that. I really haven't. The Big Blue Cube. Why would they have something called the Big Blue Cube where everything is? Am I on here? Let me put myself on here. The Big Blue Cube. Yeah. No, you just can't make this up. I tried to open up something they also serve. Close this. Let's see this. They also serve who watch and listen. California is more to U.S. operational intelligence activities. This is 1987. 1987. It's, I wanted to see like a picture. The Soviets have also been aided in recent years. U.S. Air Force Satellite Control Facilities, Sunnyvale. Look. For more than 2 decades, the Air Force Satellite Control Facility, as the Blue Cube is officially known, has been the nerve center that monitors and controls all U.S. military satellites. Did you know that? Reconnaissance satellites guided from mission control centers within the cube provide hours of live close-up cover of the most sensitive areas in the Soviet Union, China, and Eastern Europe. Other secret satellites known as the ferrets eavesdrop on the Soviet telephone conversations and monitor radio transmissions. So this was back then. They had consoles that contained up to 20 IBM computer screens and more than 40 operational satellites, reconnaissance. So could you imagine what they got now? So the Blue Cube, in a crisis, the officers in the Blue Cube could transmit a signal through one of 7 worldwide tracking stations to activate thruster rockets on the satellite. Thruster rockets on the satellite, you all. So let's look at this. So Signet. Look at this right here. Also controlled from the cube are the ferrets or Signet. That's what my husband was. He was a Signet. He was a signal intelligent. That's what he was in. That's really top secret. It really is. Signet. I remember that from him being in there. Satellites which intercept vast amounts of, look at that. They have one satellite that's 30,000 pound bird code name Magnum. It was secretly carried into space by the shuttle Discovery, you all. Yeah, this is really interesting. You know, it was really strange. And my husband was in the military. I said, what do you do? Just sit and listen to telephones and look at computers. Never would tell me nothing. Still today, he will not tell me what he did. So I remember that word signet. I really do. Look at this. So they raised the Magnum in a low orbit, 150 miles high, and the analysts within the blue cube took over. You all, the blue cube. The technicians in Sunnyvale fired the satellite's upper stage rocket, propelling it into geostationary orbit, 22,240 miles above the equator. And once it was there, they put through scores of adjustments to make its orbit circular and move it into the precise parking slot. Wow. Then look at this. This is probably over the Indian Ocean or Indonesia, where its giant 75-foot antennas can point toward the landmass of the Soviet Union and China. Signals collected in its membrane-thin dishes are relayed in code to the super secret NSA at Fort Meade. You know, we used to live on Fort Meade. My husband worked for NSA. And also in the Air Force. We were there 4 years on Fort Meade. Of course, if you go to Fort Meade, it's more than likely you're going to be working with them too. So yeah, that is really interesting. The blue cube. The cube. Wow. Okay, did somebody on here, did you ever hear about that? About the blue cube? The Space Force. So the Space Force was around back then to unearth. Wow. That does make sense. That makes sense. Because they had the satellites, Magnum, up in orbit. Look at this. I remember this too. I remember my husband when he was in Germany, he was a German crypto linguist. Well, I guess he didn't do well. I guess you would call him. The Navy had crypto linguists, but my husband was a crypto linguist. Wow. In blue denim uniforms. Wow, this is really interesting. Earphones, yeah, my husband had to wear headphones all day. And you know what? My husband he was a 1 in 671 electronic security assessment something. And he would sit with headphones on all day. And also I did hear that, but that's all I know. He'd sit with headphones on. He'd listen to the East Germans when we was in Berlin, and he said it was always boring listening to their just regular old people's conversations. And then I know at Nellis Air Force Base they have what they call Red Force or something, I don't know, where the Soviets, somebody made this comment to me. You all look at me. Let me tell you this. So I was talking to somebody yesterday. They said, why do we carry on joint military training missions with Soviet Union, all the other countries and stuff? They do. They have red flag. That's what they have at Nellis. They all get together. They have their military things, Italy and stuff. They all fly around, and you try to jam their communications and stuff. Why do we do that? Yet then we go to war. Okay, why does that even make sense? That's what my friend said. Does that make sense? We have military operations with them, and then you want to go to war with somebody like that? No, you don't. You really don't. So that's really interesting. I thought, I never thought of it that way, because they do. People have joint military exercises. All countries do. They have a group of other countries that do their exercises with them. So if you have that type of a relationship where you train together, why would you go to war against each other? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all, you all. It does not. Yeah. That's it's really interesting. Yeah. I really don't know what he did. I didn't. That's all I know. He had headphones on listening to when he was a German linguist. When the wall went down, you could no longer be a German linguist because they were unified. The East Berlin and West Berlin, the East Germany and West Germany, they unified, and the wall went down. So my husband had to retrain, and that's when he became a signal. Oh, yeah, Signet. SGNIT, signal intelligence. That's right. That's Space Wars. Space Wars. Wow, that's so interesting. It really is. It's yeah, he'd go out to Tonopah a lot. It's like every single weekend. It was like, I counted it. If I added it all up, my children were small. 9 months out of the year, he was gone. Total. 9 months out of the year while my children were small and I was raising them. That's how long he was gone, going all over the place, you all. All of it. Yes, Signet, Al, that's right. That's what it was. That's what he was in. Till he got out. And I guess you don't talk about what you do because I can't get nothing out of him. Of course, I don't care really in the big scope of life. I don't, but it's interesting to know that that does apply to space. It does. So that's the good point right there. What are they hiding? See, that's right. What are they hiding behind the sun? So, look, Morse code. A Soviet Morse code operator. Wow. Tap is as good as a signature. I really want to know why they had the blue cube. Why would they have the blue cube? That's just so interesting. I'd love to see the Air Force's blue cube. I really would. I wonder if I could, the Air Force's, the military blue cube intelligence. Oh, look, it's Lockheed Martin. Oh, wow, look at that, you all. We found something. Lockheed Martin. We on the Lockheed Martin. They got the blue cube. This is really interesting. I didn't know about it. Silicon Valley most likely likely target in the event of a Soviet nuclear attack. Look at that, Silicon Valley. Wow, this is really interesting. Rhea Timmermans, yes, I seen that. A cube turns into a, see, that's what they said. Where was that at? It turned into a, whatever that, I think I clicked out of that. Yeah, I did. I clicked out of that. Okay, where was I at, you all? I got distracted with Lockheed Martin. So, what? Something's in your neighborhood? Goofy Cat? Goofy Cat, are you telling me that this Lockheed, Silicon Valley's in your neighborhood? You got the blue cube going? From Lockheed Martin? No! I hope you don't. Lockheed's blue cube, also known as Silicon Valley, most likely target in the event. Oh, Lockheed Martin, wow. Soviet nuclear attack known to Lockheed employees with high enough security clearances. Well, I never heard of it until today. As the Sunnyvale Air Force Station, and it kept track of military satellites. In 1983, the Air Force admitted its ability to keep track of the government something. Wow. You all, that is a space war. So that's true that we've had space force going on all of this time. That is so interesting. I really think it's interesting. Look, the Spy Satellites Control Center. The blue cube. Oh, let's see. The blue cube is called Onizuka Air Force Station. Never heard of it. A military and intelligence satellite control center. Some of the cube's functions have been relocated to Schriever Air Force Base in Colorado, probably in the big mountain where you can't get to it, though it remains active, with some still calling it a spy satellite center, which it was built to operate the Lockheed CIA Corona program. You think they're talking about the corona in your eye? Or you think they're talking about the sun or all of this stuff, you all? They could be talking about anything. Wonder where that map's at. Let's see if we can find it on a map. We can find it. Shh, don't you tell nobody, you all. We're going to get ourselves in trouble. We are going to get ourselves in trouble. It looks like it's maybe it's ran down and it's no longer operational. Maybe they just moved it. Okay, they probably moved it is what they probably did. College Center. Well, you know what? I want to view a larger map view. Let's see if we can see it. I'm not going nowhere. We're just doing a virtual tour. See about where it's located. Oh, is it near Fremont or something? Well, this is really interesting. So that's okay. That's where it's at, you all. I think we looked at that enough. We did. So it's like this. It's their spy satellite control center. Right there, one of these satellites that pick up everything. Ozananoka. It's been relocated to Shriver Air Force Base in Colorado. So that's really interesting. It really is. That's interesting. Yeah. So look at this. You all, we got these cubes. We got this blue cube. Oh, this is 2001. Okay, so U.S. Military Intelligence Corps. Great. On a gold color metal and enamel device in height overall consisting of a blue grid line. I'm going to see if my husband had any badge that looked like that. Look, it had, okay, in gold, the Minuteman and the head of a Sphinx back to back. The Minuteman facing Dexter and the Sphinx to Sinister, surmounted and separated by a torch. I want to see what that looks like. I really do. I want to see if that's... I can't see the bat. Well, no, he never had that. This must be big time intelligence. I've never seen any of those badges on his uniforms at all. This kind of, sort of, I've seen something like that. Maybe it's been years and years ago. So they got the Sphinx and stuff. Wow. That's interesting, you all. So we get. I'm just about all over this place. We're just about all over this place. I probably better get myself out of this. Look at this. A leaked Pentagon photo of a mysterious silver cube hovering over the Atlantic has sparked fears of possible aliens living within the ocean. They do live within the ocean. Yes, they do. And I'm sure a lot of other people know they do. So, the Defense Department's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force issued 2 classified intelligence positions report, one in 2018 and one last summer. You think it looked like a cube? That don't look like a cube. Come on, you all. That don't look like a cube. I can barely make it out. You all. I don't even know what that is. I know they got better pictures than that. I really know they do. Okay, so that's like some different type of a craft. You all see this? Can you make that out? That don't look like a cube to me. It really doesn't. Yes, it looks kind of sinister, but we don't mean any disrespect to any type of species who are here on Earth that are benevolent. Okay, we don't mean any disrespect, because we really don't know. We don't. But that doesn't look like a cube. It was 30,000 to 3,500 feet from the fighter jet. Okay. The Pentagon report admitted they couldn't determine where many of the unidentified aerial phenomenon were from. They said the report provided a general overview of the topic and included details of previous military encounters, as well as a frank admission that the origin could not be determined. They had a list of possible explanations. They said the possibility that the UAP was an alien. It was an alien. Let's get this, you all. The report apparently said that the possibility that the UAP was alien or non-human is a legitimate consideration. And this report went viral among the intel community, according to an official. The most shocking part, oh, that's that one right there. Is that what they said that looked like a cube? But it's, now this is a triangular crap. That doesn't even look triangular. Does it look triangular to you all? So let's see what they said. It was taken in a cockpit. It had blunted edges and a big spherical white lights on the corners. All right, so that was 2004. We watched this thing on a crystal clear day with 4 trained observers. Well, it's not that crystal clear, you all. It's not. It was over the sea, and the water appeared to be white, and the other jets gone to inspect it returned to being blue. Okay, well, so look, in less than a half a second, it was gone. That's it. In less than a half a second. Well, I can't even make that out, you all. I can't even make that out, whatever it is. But you know what? I really can't make it out. It doesn't look like anything identifiable to me. It doesn't. We need some really clear images is what we need of that. We need some real clear images like we need images like this, okay? Like this. Is that what we need? Clear images like this so that the public can make out what we're looking at. That's what we need. We don't need the blurry images such like that right there. I can't even make it out. It could be anything. It really could be anything. And I bet you they got really good detail. That's what I bet. They got really good detail, but they don't want to tell nobody. They don't want to tell anybody. They don't, you all. They really do not. Let's just do this. So I'm going to try to, I don't want to get myself in trouble, you all, but I didn't know about the blue cube that's on here. Never knew anything about the blue cube, which is, what's that? They doing this over here. AI and cybernetics. Yeah, they can do that. They can do that, I heard. So they're going to do that. Let me try to get this out of here, you all. I'm going to try to close this screen. Just trying to look about stuff about the blue cube, and I'm not going to find any. They don't got it. I believe it's just like a cubicle or something. But we've all seen this for certain. We've all seen these right here, and I'm telling you this right here. See, this is what it looks like is on the side. It's this right here. Oh, didn't I already close that out? See, it looks like these. It's got the jaggeds on it, like these right here. This, that Star Trek cube, it kind of does look like these. It really does. If I can find some down here that are separate on the bottom like that. And then if you go up here to the Star Trek, this right here cube that's seen around the sun, I think they're coming from the sun. They probably are coming from the sun. We don't want it to be the Borg right here. We don't want the Borg. But you know, let's look at the size of this Borg. Look at the edges, how the edges are like this. Also, you think the Borg really is like that? Has edges? What if, now just hypothetically speaking, what if these pictures of the Borg ship, what if they're not make-believe, and really what if these are the actual pictures? Some of these are the actual pictures of a species out there in space or out there in another dimension. What if they are the actual pictures? You'd never know. You really wouldn't know, but hypothetically speaking, it could happen. They could be here. They could. and we would never know it. We really wouldn't. It looks all computerized, you know. I wouldn't want no Borg wallpaper. I really wouldn't. It looks all digital. Like Digimon, digital. You ever Digimon? Look. It's as big as Earth, or the moon, or something like that. So that's really interesting. All of that about this, and I gotta try to wrap this up, you all, is what I gotta do. So the son of the cube. Let me come over here to. Let me see this. If I can show that, I can't really see that one part of this, but it does. It's like boom, boom, boom is what it's like. Right there in the center of that sun. You can even see this background of it. It's not our sun. That's what I'm thinking. It's not our sun at all. It shouldn't look like that. It really shouldn't at all. But it does. But it does look like that. Let me get myself back over here. And we got to wrap this up, you all, is what we got to do. I got to get myself together. I really do. Got to get this together. So we look at this sun right here, the stereo head UV304 that has these cubes that literally, they're going back and forth coming out of the sun. They're just going to, that's what they do, back and forth. See them, that's what they do. They just move just like that. Back and forth, coming out. And I don't know why they got a product that does this unless this really is like a big ship. A big square ship that these cubes come out of. And the sun is kind of, it's kind of cubey looking. It really is. It kind of looks like a cube. Let me put myself back to me, you all. It's all rather interesting. It really is. I don't know if there's any pictures of the Anunnaki with a cube sun. I really don't. Let me see the Anunnaki and the cube. Anuakin, the cube. I don't see anything at all. What's that? Anunnaki created humans as a slave species, being a big cube, and the biblical one being described by naval engineers as nearly perfect for maintaining stability with the whole. What is that? What is that? What is this person talking about? That's too long to read. There really is. This person's got a really long one. The epic goes, the gods decided to mix up themselves with clay and make man. They made man increase in number, and the noise they made angered the gods. They decided to kill them off with a flood. One man is instructed to build a boat. He puts animals on it. It rains for 7 days and 7 nights, and the man and his family are saved. Sumerian writings and biblical accounts of the creation of man. Okay, well, that's great. Okay, that's great. So you all, that's it. I got to put this back to me. I'm going to have to make myself get off here if you're all just tuning in. This was from Dracula's castle in the western sky. This sun came down and it looked like a cube, like a square. And we had some fast flying planes flying right by them is what we had. So I don't think it's our sun, but it's in our sky. So technically it's our sun right now. But is it the one that's always been there since the beginning of our life on Earth? I don't know. I really don't. I don't ever remember it being that bright. I know that our world's changed. It really is changing. And I know what's going up there is really having an impact down here on Earth. And the humans are feeling it. The animals are feeling it. The Earth is feeling it. Nature is feeling it. The spiritual realm is feeling it. All these other interdimensional realms are feeling what's going on. But it's okay. We're going to make it. We're going to make it straight through it. So I want to thank you all for coming on here. It's just a think outside the box, you all. And I never knew they had a blue cube. center where they had intelligence that they got from the satellite with the big 75-foot antennas that literally extended out up there in space. So that's their space program. So that was really interesting. Thank you all. Yeah. So thank you, moderators, for being on here and moderating. Let me look who we got going on here. Susan, honey, and Bang Bang a Mucka Bang, and Applebrook thinking of a Hooko Mundo. Yeah, you all. Thank you so much. You all, if you feel so nice, feel so within your spirit, could give this video a thumbs up. Okay, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you might want to hit it, because if you thought you're subscribed, you may not be subscribed because they unsubscribe people. And I do want to say something about the comments. People have been saying their comments are disappearing. Yeah, I think 75% of the comments that come on the YouTube and all the platforms, they're gone. I don't know where they go. I don't. But it's not me. I'm not getting rid of them. And other YouTubers are not getting rid of them. They just drastically squashing them down. And the notifications, I have no control over it. I don't. I guess it all according to topic or something like that. Yeah, so thank you all for taking time out to watch this. So it's interesting to discover together. It really is. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you so much again for coming on here and taking time out of your day or evening or morning or night to watch this and listen to me and participate in the chat. It's really nice to have the comments. Have a wonderful evening. Love you.